Yo, what's good? So, Keshi just published his Requiem album. I haven't fully listened to every song of the album. I have heard some snippets of the song from early releases like Dream and Say. And so far, I've been enjoying those two songs alone. And now that the full album has been released, so 13 in total, I'm going to be reacting to it and essentially giving my input on how I feel about them. And yeah, she has been really quite inspiring for me for the past year or so. So I really enjoy his music, and I think that I find it very alluring. So I guess let's dive into it. First one is Amen. So this is
Sign of the times. I don't pray to God, that's a weakness. I've been playing God in arenas. I was doing better till I wanted more. I forgot.
so it's that hell or heaven thing again, the angel or devil. So a glimpse of a theme of betrayal, or I mean, so this is a song that was first released, I think, and yeah, I think this is definitely one of the tops of the album. Just flows perfectly, and I have no issues with the song. Definitely safe for me. But next is Night. So I've noticed there has been the titling of this album, or like the song of this album. It's predominantly one worded, so that might be. Ooh. That transition, it's very sweet. Switch up again. This one's a bit more, has more depth. And then it goes back to the state. Now this part I really like, chorus. Okay, so that was more of his style. I love the transitions between, there's this higher contrast element midway through it, and then it goes back to the baseline chorus where it's just mastery of the vocals and very alluring beats. So another top for me for sure. Next is Soft Spot. Okay, it's a bit chiller and laid back for the beginning. Okay, that was pretty good. I wouldn't put that on S tier though. I think that was more of an A tier. It was like kind of spices or condiments added to the better songs. So still a good listen though. Yeah. Now fifth song is like that. Okay, not bad, but I could definitely sense some similarities with these other songs. It's this fifth song like that. There's more beat to it, and there's more of the vocals. And listening to Keshi throughout the years, I've definitely heard some similar beat style like this. So there's continual spasm midway through it, and it's pretty good. But I would put this in like B tier or something. It's not as something I can really admire too much or too heavy on. Unlike the third song, Night, I really enjoy the dark element style. Moving on to the sixth song, Texas. So okay, with the guitar already. Yep, this beat I've heard this beat before, and it's very similar to his other song.
Take me back to Texas. Take me back to 17.
Okay, sense of nostalgia from 17 to 23. Okay. Ooh, this part is slightly better. Those taxes. This the exit. Ooh, not bad, but goes into the nostalgic feeling. Maybe a bit of the teenage years, losing sight and tunneling, visioning out because of your that homesickness. So definitely could be resonance to a lot of people could resonate to that feeling of nostalgia. So like childhood stuff. But yeah, sometimes you just gotta life just happens and progress and move on to better things. But what Kesha is saying here that old life is something we tend to neglect on, and we never really truly, I guess, realize that the value of those experiences, the time that we have during those moments. So those are things that we can pretty much almost never go back to. So that sense of deja vu. So it's very a good place to revisit at times to get a feel of what what was. The answer is not a matter of what or how, but it's a matter of when. So that timeliness is what Texas deeply expresses. So message wise, I think it's pretty good, but comes to like listening to it, I don't really find it too engaging. Now, Dream. So
She's on top of the world. Girl, it's like a wind and it's not hers.
should have been should have been you should have been. Okay, so that was Dream. I think this was the second release, early release. I really enjoy how he goes into topics might be slightly uncomfortable, so negative emotion side of it. So like feeling of disappointment that your ideal is not your reality. So very engaging in my opinion, and I love how not just all rainbows and sunshine. So I love the pragmatism of it. So this one's a save for me for sure. Okay, next is War.
Hold on, you let it go. I don't wanna lose you, baby. Feels like you got it cold. I can see that you lady. Would you turn your back?
Nothing left to lose.
Don't know what to fight for. But see her see more.
Wow. Okay, so War. This might be better than Night. Yeah, I would assume the title would be somewhat aggressive, but after listening to it, it's really enthralling in my opinion. Like it's so passive aggressive as well. I mean, there's some lines that might emphasize that some sort of conflict or like trade or some sort, negative reciprocity. So that's the lyrics, but listening to it doesn't give you that evilish vibe. So it leans more towards positive. So it's very steady and it's extremely unique experience listening to this because it's like you're expressing that there's an issue at the same time you're not really just bashing on hating on the other person. You're trying to put it out there, put it in like a mirror or some sort or like a movie picture of some sort. So you're putting your visualization to the world. Yeah, I think it's really amazing to see. Next is bodies. Mm, I'm liking this already.
It's never easier for me. You give me a reason, they come deep. You give your heart to someone, but they go and change their mind. Oh, but baby, no.
Okay, that was the ninth song, Buddies. It was alright, not super intense, but also not super beaty as well. It's not really my style. I would prefer more either vocals or more beaty style, but this next one, Requiem. So yeah.
The sun and moon, they just won't stop for you. Dancing around like nothing's
It's very sad romantic style.
I'm always seeing.
It's my
Still
first time
some
listening
things I
to this style of
just
Keshi
won't
before,
give
so
up.
it's quite cool.
Can't, oh, it's not the same.
Ooh, so that was Requiem. It was leaned more into it's like sad romantic style. I've never really heard so much. It's much more piano dominated. So the side of Keshi is quite admirable. That he pushes himself to something a bit different or a bit different from his usual style of just pure romance and love. So again, the that pragmatism side with Dream, the same song as Dream. So I love that he is authentic about it and really saying how he feels instead of just making up this persona where he just everything is all love, all romance, all positive, and no negative. So the fact that he goes into this area of something that's skewed more to the negative side of it, really heart. You can really feel, and yeah, it's very heartwarming in my opinion. But yeah, that's Requiem. Next is Euphoria.
She's toxic for the thrill of it all the time.
It's not vibrant still, but still leans more toward that sad love. So
Touch is my favorite drug. Feeling for faded love. I'm going euphoria. I need you in my veins. I crave the sweetest eyes. Got me cut wide open, girl. I'm bleeding. I don't know why I still need it. Touch is my favorite drug. Feeling for a fatal. I need you in my veins. I crave the sweetest.
oh, I like this last part. Yeah.
Euphoria, euphoria. 'Cause if
So that was Euphoria. Not ultimately, not my ultimatum at this moment, but I know there are some song that I listened to before, and the first attempt of listening it, I did not really enjoy too much of it, and yeah, but like a little later, after in the future, I revisit that song, and somehow I find it enjoying at that later time. So I think this is how I feel about this 11th song, Euphoria. It's you have that element that you're trying to express, and the different vibration that you're trying to produce, but as of the moment, I don't feel the vibes in particular, but maybe in the future I might. So this is definitely a revisit this 11th song. So 12th song is Just to Die. I can already sense the sad element to it.
Just to feel it. Day to day, turn season to season. When's the last time I caught myself dreaming?
When's the last time I caught myself dreaming?
Time after time, you just keep on rolling.
So that was the 12th song, Just to Die. There's definitely some depressive elements contained in there. So like heartbreak and just the inverse of what might appear to be positive or romantic. So that sense of loss or grief. So personally, not personally, no. I think it's safe to say that we go through some sort of negative experiences in our life. So message wise, then I think it's fairly good, but listening to it, it's not super clicking with me. So, but this last one though, Id, so 13 song.
Called you on Sunday just to talk for a moment. Think I lost my way. Can't find the words to say. Were you when I need you? Oh, I can't do.
Phew, what a different switch up.
Running out of options. Think I'm losing on myself and I can't stop it. All this like oh maybe not.
Wow, it's very inconsistent.
See if I can feel the overdose. If I want it, I'ma have it. When I die, better need something lavish. I don't pray to God, it's my weakness. Thank God, but I'm bleeding.
It goes back to the first song, so I am in. Wanted more. Was doing better till I wanted more. Oof. There's a lot to break down there, so yeah, a lot of switch up and transition. So it was more than I expected. It was very interesting. So went to the first song, so Amen. So I was there's this line that fascinates me. I was doing more than I wanted. So that basically implies that maybe contentment might be the right answer at times. You can see the same message with the sixth song, Texas, where he says like he misses his old life in a way and want to go back. So yeah, that feeling of dissatisfaction and wanting more. It's something that most of us can resonate to, and yeah, I feel like we crave for those better, and we fail to recognize the or see the bigger picture. Yeah, time is very valuable, and yeah, the way it's titled as well, id. So maybe that might be symbolism of the unconscious, unconscious speaking. So diving into, I don't know if you've seen the anime ID invaded. So where it goes into like the it's a dream that goes into your deepest part of yourself. So maybe the unconscious part of yourself. So diving into the idwal, for example, and trying to understand what it really is and what we really want in life. So it's very interesting. Or maybe a movie, perhaps like it was the movie Perception, where he goes into this extremely visually enthralling movie where it goes into the capabilities of dreams and how it can sense how we are able to capture our deepest and most lustful desires. So yeah, it's an interesting song and definitely a song I should go back to. So yeah. So that was the Requiem album, and I think there was a bonus song, but it's not released on Spotify yet, so I'm not gonna review that. But yeah, conclusion. So yeah, a Requiem by Keshi. There's definitely some depressive elements to it. I enjoy how it's themed, slight mystical and darkish. That's kind of my style. I love black colors, and yeah, very attracted to them because of their mystery. But yeah, I really enjoy his side where he goes into the negative side, not just romantic side. And yeah, it's very realistic because in our lives there's always some ups and downs, and it's never like everything's perfect. So the way he's honest about it, I love that side of Keshi. But there's something that's also repetitive with this album, with the guitars and the beats. I feel like listening Keshi throughout the years, I've definitely felt some level of style with his new song. So maybe that's something to keep an eye on. But yeah, I love the theme. I love the transitions as well. That's kind of new. But I see that he's trying new stuff with this dark element. But yeah, and with this album too. Like first, it's not super depressive, but it's like stagnant, or like there's even some ups and down. There's some ups and very positive in a way, but then as you go deeper down to the album, it declines and goes into the elements of heartbreak or grievances. So yeah, so greed maybe. So yeah, that was my take on Keshi. If I were to rate it, I would rate it probably a 9 or a 10. But yeah, if this is like, I mean, if it's my first review, oh, I'd feel a bit guilty if I give this a 10. So I'll give it a 9.5. Yeah, it sounds about right. But yeah, if you made it this far, I appreciate if you like this video, and yeah, peace out.